Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. So my name is Caroline in case you don't know, and I am an extremely clumsy person. The other day I was just thinking about all of the clumsy and slightly awkward things I ever experienced throughout my life, and I decided that I would share some of them with you guys today. And if you like this video and you would like to see more of these in the future, make sure to give my video a thumbs up, and yeah, let's get started. So I don't remember my exact age on this first one, but I think I was like around the ages of 8 or 9, I think. And my dad had decided to tear down the staircase outside of his house in order to build a new one, because the old one was starting to get a bit rotten and just not very good anymore. On the day he was going to build like the new staircase, he locked the front door and he said multiple times that the front door was not to be unlocked and no one should use it, because obviously there was no staircase outside of the door anymore. I have the memory of a freaking goldfish sometimes, and I was so on board with this up until the point where his phone rang. So obviously the only thing inside of my like 8-year-old brain at that point was that the phone was ringing and I should hurry up and give it to him. So I picked up the phone and I ran towards the front door, obviously, because why not? And I just remember unlocking the front door, stepping out into thin air, remembering that, oh yes, there's no staircase there, and then falling. I fell down an entire floor and I landed sitting in the concrete staircase in the basement, and like I've never seen my father run that fast in my entire life. Incredibly though, I didn't break anything, I didn't sprain anything or anything like that. The only thing the experience gave me was the biggest bruise known to mankind on my bum. Something you probably don't know about me is that throughout my life I have actually gotten quite a few concussions and skull fractures, and 2 of the concussions I've actually gotten from falling into bathtubs head first on 2 different occasions. But the worst thing about this is that I literally wasn't even using the bathtubs. When I was that younger, I had the worst balance ever. I would literally just sit on chairs and just fall down randomly, and like I had the worst balance ever. So at that point when I fell into the bathtubs, I was literally just in the bathroom heading towards the sink, and at some point I just fell over and landed in the bathtub with my head first. This one happened in high school actually. I was 17 and it was winter time and I was wearing this big red parka. My classmate and I were actually heading for the bus station because it was after school and we just really wanted to get home basically. As soon as we entered the bus station, I saw my bus parked on the platform and I knew that I had to get that, because during rush hour during winter time at that bus station I sometimes had to wait up to an hour for my next bus, and I was not in the mood for that on that day because it was just so freezing cold. So I quickly said goodbye to my friend and I started running like my life depended on it. And something you should know in Norway is that like when you're waiting for the bus, people are either on their phones just minding their own business or talking with friends and stuff like that. So on the occasion that people actually run because they're late for their buses, people will stare at you. And like me wearing that big ass red parka as well, it didn't exactly make me like invisible. On that day I didn't really care at all and I just kept on running towards my bus. So the bus platforms were built in concrete, and on one side it had like a built-in wheelchair ramp, and I started heading up that. But then Caroline, which is like the most elegant person on earth, managed to fall and trip in her own feet. Yeah, that happened. A normal person would be able to kind of regain their balance somehow, maybe kind of try to land on their knees or something, or just basically just try to regain their balance. I, however, was running so fast at this point that when I lost my balance and tripped, I literally flew through the air and I landed on my stomach. But it wasn't over there because my parka was kind of slippery, and I just slid across the platform on my tummy. Like, you know, if you've ever played Super Mario, he's kind of like, he slides on his tummy. Yeah, that was me in my red parka. It wasn't even over there though, because when I finally stopped, my backpack came flying over my head and it landed on top of it, and I was just laying on the platform like a starfish, and I have never wanted to disappear so badly in my entire life. The bus was still there, by the way, and people were queuing and entering the bus as well, so everyone saw. At at this point I was so over the bus. I just wanted it to go. I didn't want to enter it because obviously everyone had seen. So I just slowly got up, like I used forever to get up. And then I heard the sounds of, like, do you know the sounds the bus makes before it starts to kind of go? I heard them, and I have never been that grateful before to hear a bus leave. But no, a lady came out of nowhere. She was running like freaking crazy towards the bus, and she stopped it in order for me to get on. I really didn't want to go on that bus, but she had like stopped it, so I felt like I had no choice. So I entered, and literally everyone in there was staring at me, which was great. So that, guys, was the very last kind of story in this video, and I really had good fun watching it. Again, let me know if you would like to see more of these. Also, please leave one awkward or clumsy thing you have done in your life down below, because I really don't want to be the only one. And yeah, if you had fun, please give my video a nice thumbs up, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye!